always serving us all up in between where they want to carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wildcard weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Penix gonna throw straight away. And his first pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix now to throw. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Track at 60. Come 19. Ready.
Throwing it to start this drive. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go, set.
Slot man motioned over. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready? Go!
From the 47. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Tag! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Buffalo 18! Hut, hut.
Throwing from the gun here. He completes it in traffic. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll run for this. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
19 Lions! Let's go now! Hut.
Throwing now on first down. Brought in close to the 8. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. David Njoku, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Into the end zone, touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So that brings up second down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Moore's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They've got a man in motion. Penix on first down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, here we go. Lightning 18. Go, trap, go, trap. Trap, track, trap, track.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Falcons will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Penix working from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Town. It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. This is complete to Neighbors. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Harris. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Penix now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense up to the line fast. Getting the fullback involved here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Flushed out now to his left. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Robinson. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. On the move, headed right. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
On first down, here's Penix. You don't get this complete to Pitts. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. From the gun, it's Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Motioning him from the slot right. It's a jet sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. Running left is Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Come 19! Come 19! Warrior 70! Ready?
They'll try and throw it here. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
They'll throw on first. Cool. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throwing now off play action. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Into the hands of Neighbors. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
19 right. 65 65 19 tight. 70 Lion.
Here's Penix. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying for it with Penix. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Penix. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Falcons pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
And the Giants going nickel. 3rd down coming. Staying with Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Timeout comes, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Maverick. Go.
Now looking to throw. He's on the move. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. Set. Trap 60. 70 range.
Throwing now on 1st down. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Let's go.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go street.
Motioning the tight end now.
18. Pioneer.
2nd and 10 now. That one complete to Njoku. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. That's caught at the 4. He has the New York touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take the lead on that successful kick. On now is York to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Penix here from the gun. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Penix on 1st down. Finds him on the slant. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Penix to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Mano-a-mano, so many battles there at the line of scrimmage, and it does come down to those one-on-one situations. Who's put in the work, who's put in the effort, and who can execute to create that negative play, that big sack for this defense.
Another try following the sack. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. But just float the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that 1st down marker.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the 2nd half of our wild card game gets underway. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go!
Throwing off the play fake here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And they're going to take over possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 22. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running right is Bigsby. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll throw it. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18 right. Ready.
They are throwing it again. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Panther 11.
Here's 2nd and 11. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Cup 19. Warriors 70. Cowboy 80.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. Take over.
Pass play now. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the give for Bijan. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, Able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ready up.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
From the 32. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Got. Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.